Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw here at Virtuoso Travel Week in Las Vegas, and I'm here with two people may be familiar with because they're old cruise friends, and I have Lisa Bauer, who's president and CEO now of Starboard Cruise Services, and Stacy Shaw, vice president of Starboard Luxury, which is a division of Starboard Cruises. Now, we're going to talk to them about a new partnership that is just announced here at Virtuoso between Virtuoso and Starboard Luxury, right? And you're going to find out about all that on Insider Travel Report. Now, first of all, Lisa, it's good to see you. We used to play. We were talking about it. We used to play tennis here a few years ago in the 100-degree heat, maybe 120-degree heat, right?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. You always won, though.
No, I didn't. You were learning, and you were very intent. But now you're in a different place. You're here. You're the president of Starboard Cruise Services. Now, first of all, remind us what Starboard Cruise Services is.
Sure. So Starboard is a division of Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy.
Those small little companies.
Yeah. LVMH. We're very proud to be part of the LVMH Maison, one of the Maisons, and we're basically in the business of doing cruise retail. So all the beautiful shops on many of our partner brands, we operate the stores.
No, that's great. And roughly how many cruise lines are you working
10.
with? 10 cruise lines today.
Across all categories.
And then also how many roughly retail outlets do you work with? I mean, retail products, I guess.
Yeah, we have brands, over 700 different brands that we work with. So it's not just exclusive LVMH brands, but it's all different categories.
That's great, and I have went on some ships where you really have dominate the category in cruise in terms of the retail. But then you have some beautiful shopping centers. Almost, really, it really was a port. Now, Stacy, tell me a little bit about Starboard Luxury. Tell me what that is exactly.
Mm-hmm. So it's a luxury division that we created in 2019, a few months before the world fell apart. That's
why we didn't hear about it till now.
Right,
exactly.
We were a little paused, but. The intention was, being part of LVMH, if anybody that's in vacation retail should be really number one with luxury cruise line partners, it should be Starboard. So we created the luxury division to focus exclusively on luxury and ultra-luxury cruise lines and their guests, because everything about the operation and the experience is different. So
the thing is actually because your brands for the retail outlets are very high end, and now you're talking about the luxury cruise brands, right?
Yes, yeah.
So that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the news here is you're forming this partnership with Virtuoso, but not necessarily to sell your very high end stuff. It's a whole different thing, right? Tell us a little bit about what this partnership entails.
Right. Well, at the beginning, when we created the division, the first thing that we did was some research with past guests, and we went really deep into the things that they were looking for when they were on holiday. And even though these are luxury consumers who could buy anything that they wanted any day of the week, they're not necessarily looking for the same things when they're on vacation as they are. So they gave us a lot of insights, and the number one thing that they said that they were looking for on their vacation was related to the destination. So exclusive goods you can't get at home, artisanal creations
Which is something really people want, and they're going on a cruise, they're going to all these destinations, and they want and some amazing products there, right?
Right. So, Lisa and I have both been in the industry for a long time, and we've both worked with Virtuoso before, and we know, the reputation just of the power of the alliance with Virtuoso in luxury. So we first started out thinking, well, there must be something we can do with them.
Right.
Right? There's got to be something that makes sense. And so when we started going down the artisanal path,
right,
and then looking at everything that Virtuoso does, we thought it was just a natural fit to work with the on-sites and the DMCs that are the preferred partners in Virtuoso to help us find these artisans and these local goods that we can create experiences with on board the ships and maybe even ashore.
Now, how do the communities benefit from all this?
It's really about sustainability and the preservation of cultural.
Which is the hot topic now, sustainability. I mean, we've been hearing that nonstop this week. I just got out with Jessica Upchurch, is the Virtuoso's head of sustainability, and we're talking about how you can support local communities. So this is a program that does that.
When we first talked to Matthew about this, he loved it because of, again, the preservation of cultural heritage. It's all about giving back to the community communities, and it's a conscientious comeback, post-COVID. So
absolutely, and it's really great. Now we go back to how you select these products, and you have the DMCs and the on-sites, but you got to go sift through what you want to put on sale, if you will.
Well, we do, and we part of the creation of our luxury division was building out an organization that would support this type of customer and product exclusively. Right. So we have on our team a luxury buyer who will be looking for these products, curating exclusively for our cruise line partners. And we're also bringing on an experienced designer. So both have a lot of experience working with brands and smaller artisans in destinations around the world. So that would be a big help.
Now, these are luxury brands, so it's not all 10 of the ones you work with. Roughly how many are you going to work with with the Virtuoso program?
It really depends. I mean, for sure, it would be the Silver Seas of the world, and Azamara, Ritz-Carlton when they launch.
When they launch, let's hope they do. They will soon.
They will. They will.
We were working with Crystal, of course.
Well, they're back.
Oh, they're back.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's what you want to aim for. So now, this partnership with Virtuoso, is it exclusive, or it's something you could work with other agency groups, or is this just a first starter?
I think this is a natural alliance, again, because of, their global network, and we're so focused on destination and artisans. So, we think it's a really interesting idea, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
well, I was curious because you can expand this to other luxury brands around the world, both on the agency side and with the cruise lines, right?
Right. What we find working with all of our cruise lines, the 10 different cruise lines, take your Royal Caribbeans and Celebrity, there's a luxury customer on those brands too. So maybe a little more niche, but we really think there's an opportunity to take some of the things that we learn and build and create in the luxury division, and then share that over to the luxury niche on our other cruise line partners.
Absolutely true. Now, specifically for the Virtuoso advisors and agencies, how are they going to benefit?
Well, we want them to. So we're going to, Lisa and I were talking last night about all of the potential ideas for this. This really has a lot of legs, this partnership. So we can see there being something that is of value to travel advisors, to the customers of our cruise line partners. We really look at it as a win-win-win between Starboard Luxury, our cruise line partners, and Virtuoso and their clients and advisors.
Now, but in the past, just with Starboard Cruise Services, you have worked with the agency crowd as well, because trying to get them to tell their clients about what you have on board all your ships, right?
It's interesting because Starboard's really not a customer-facing brand. So most of the time when people are on the ships, they think that they are Silver Seas boutiques, and that's good. That's a good thing. So that's really how
we're not talking about the Starboard Shopping Center, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, we're not really a customer-facing brand.
Yeah, but this is you set up the whole process, and
we do,
and select who the vendors are going to be in.
We do everything. There are people that are on board. We do the training, everything, the selection. So yeah,
that's great. Yeah,
our goal is to create really distinct assortments, experiences, even within our luxury portfolio, so that we're making, we're taking the DNA of the cruise line that we're working with, and we're curating around that to make something really special and unique to them.
Yeah, well, I could see where, let's say, take jewelry, for instance. You can get incredible jewelers all around the world and products from there. And I have seen this, and maybe even some of your shopping areas on board, where you have something that says there's a little tag that says this is from so-and-so, right?
Yeah, and that's really what we're trying to do, is really bring the destination to life, because people, they buy on board for memories and for, really they're on there celebrating something. So we really want them to have bragging rights and something that they can't get at home.
This is a big bragging right?
It is.
Yeah, and we're also very focused on giftables, because the luxury customers come on board and they want to take things home to their grandchildren and their friends and their
That's a great idea. Now, is there anything else you want to tell our 106,000 travel advisors about this program? And specifically, we have all these Virtuoso advisors who you're going to find out about it too.
Yeah, well, we know the power of this network, and this is our first foray, our first time joining one of the events, and we intend to be at many more and look forward to connecting with everybody. And if anyone has great ideas for how we could partner with travel advisors, and or when I was on board the Onward with you during the launch, right, I was talking with some of the travel advisors I know, and they were giving me ideas about what products we should carry on board. So all ideas are welcome. Contact me anytime. Love to chat with you.
Excellent. Anything more, Lisa, you want to say to our advisors?
No, just, keep doing a great job. We certainly heard in the opening remarks at Virtuoso that, revenge travel is back and people are traveling, and, the Virtuoso network just does an incredible job. So we're just super excited to launch the partnership.
Yeah, and luxury travel is leading the way really in the recovery. I mean, that's what we seem to be hearing all week here, that both for this year and into next year, the luxury traveler is really on top, right?
Yeah, right. Our focus has just been completely transforming that experience for the customers on board, and not make it just about the product, but really make it about the experience. And whether, in addition to having the product on board, we're also going to bring the artisans on. And so I think one of the ways that the network will benefit and the travel partners will benefit is they'll have customers that have really great experiences.
And as come back remarking about that, so that's a benefit, absolutely. Now, just tell me, where can I find out more about Starboard Cruise Services and also Starboard Luxury?
Well, right here, Stacy and I certainly, but again, we really bring our brand to life through our cruise line partners. Okay.
So you're kind of the behind the scenes. Yeah. I know you have a website, but that's really the cruise partners. And now every time, I have to tell you, whenever I go on a cruise ship, I say, is this a Starboard shopping area? And a lot of times it is. Yeah. I know we were on Azamara together, and that was really. Mm-hmm. That was great.
If it's a great one, it's ours.
It's a great one. If it isn't, it's not theirs. Okay. Well, listen, great to see both of you. I know I've known both of you for a long time. As I said, we used to play tennis, and we've been Facebook friends for a long time, and I keep seeing you all over the place. So congratulations on this new partnership with Virtuoso, and great success. And it's what I'd be looking for if I was on a cruise ship, is something local, something unique, and something really I can bring back and with great memories. So again, thanks so much.
Thank you, James. Great to see you.
Thanks for having us.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.